Hey everyone, welcome to the conclusion. All right, breathing, technology and society, and a fulfilling life. So, hold on, I don't have my script in the right place. So let's start on the good news part. First of all, we learned about breathing through your nose and chewing. Maybe more important than that, although only maybe. There is good news in that air pollution is going down. And I want to take a moment to explain that that is an important thing for this reason. Well, because you're getting healthier, but also because capitalism does respond. If there is money to be made, and increasingly there is money to be made by through solar and wind power, the prices, the cost of those has come down a tremendous amount. And that means fewer fossil fuels will be burned, and that will be a good thing. So that's a positive. It is worth understanding that they sometimes do, because the reason that we're in this mess is that fossil fuel industry learned in the 70s and 80s that they were cooking the planet, and the oil industry built their oil platforms in the oceans higher so that they would be able to accommodate global sea rise, which is a pretty cynical thing to do while you're still getting oil out of the ground to be able to heat the planet even more. But they still do respond sometimes, and it's worth understanding that we can make a difference in terms of the market. We can change the world in that way. It's not easy, but it can be done. Let's see. The other thing I want to say, politicians respond also sometimes. It's a little bit easier, maybe. They do have lobbyists who are always going to be influencing them to try to make the decisions that whoever they're lobbying on behalf of want made. And the fossil fuel industry has had a big hand in shaping policy because of that. But at the House of Representatives level in particular, where it takes fewer people to vote for you to get elected, and where half of Americans don't vote at all, you do have a voice. And if you can organize people, it does not take long before you can make a difference at that level. And because politicians are ultimately the ones who are going to be writing laws that regulate things, it's a way that we can change this and make the air that we are going to breathe cleaner. And third, capitalism responds, politicians respond. You also can respond to the science. And it's worth knowing that everything that I've talked to you about in this week is backed up by tons and tons of scientific study. So while these aspects of fixing the air that we breathe are going to be a longer-term project, a project that is worth taking part in, it's worth doing investigations to find out who is on the right side of this, and supporting them. It's also worth knowing that you can make changes yourself this week. By doing a little bit of investigation. I suggest particularly starting with James Nestor. He is a science writer, and so there are 500 citations in his book. Taking charge of, even if the what you're going to breathe is going to take a little bit longer to change, how you breathe can make a positive impact right away. All right, that's it. I will see you next week.